Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jackie K. Cooper Show. Today we have a very special Jackie K. Cooper Show. I should have said that in more ominous tones.
Yes, could you try?
A very special Jackie K. Cooper Show because we have Kevin Coulomb.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Coulomb, whatever you'd like.
And Kevin has been with us for several years now. He comes in for this show, and he is an authority on movies. He loves movies as much as I do, which is rare to find. And we're always excited to have you back.
Thank you for having me. We'll talk about the year in movies. I think we were both a little bit underwhelmed, but,
Underwhelmed.
even though we don't see each other all the time, we're communicating via social media after we see movies. We don't want to talk too much about them because we like to
keep it fresh.
Yeah, keep it fresh and lay it out here for the cameras. But I won't say that it's sadness when the movies aren't as good as we want them to be, but there is such a tinge of disappointment for two guys that take watching movies a little too seriously.
I see, you see a lot of movies, but I saw about 175, 178 movies last year.
Wow.
And, you're culling that down to the top 10, and halfway through the year, I thought we're in good shape. We got some great movies here. The Big Sick, Baby Driver, Wind River. I mean, they were just good movies. And I thought, first part of the year is this good. The Zookeeper's Wife. Did you see that?
I did.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think you liked it a little bit more than me.
Yeah, I did.
Because we'll talk about Jessica Chastain.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, because you liked her in that.
I like that movie. I like Wonder, which you didn't see. But they were just a good group, and it gave you kind of a drum beat for, and we're headed toward the November, December, the Oscar movie month. So you're going to get the really greats that they save for the end of the year.
And it's rare that we see a good 5 movies in the first 6 months that are going to be quality.
Rare.
Yeah, so you're right.
Because the Academy Awards those people are older than I am because they don't have very long memories.
No, they don't. They have to release them.
You got to get them
to
them. Right there at the end of the year, and they say, "Oh yeah, I just saw that." Click and vote for it. Because the critical acclaim for certain movies, it was like, this is a certain movie for the top 10 list or Best Picture nomination. This guy, we'll get into, the Best Actor and all those categories, but Disaster Artist just arrived with such fanfare, that, James Franco, he's a shoo-in, the whole thing. Not anymore.
No, and you and I usually don't get into politics or race, but sometimes with the Academy Awards, we might have to touch on those just a little.
Yes.
Perhaps that might have been a factor in some people being not nominated this year.
But you remember last year that Casey Affleck,
right
before the awards nominations came out, it came out that he had abuse charges leveled against him by an ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever. And he is not a presenter.
Not right, yeah. They did not let him.
Out.
Yeah.
No, he backed out.
Oh, maybe it was mutually agreeable.
Maybe that was mutual. But the Academy Awards are going to be March 4th, ABC. It starts probably 8 or 9 o'clock. I know that red carpet and all that stuff has to be in there. But usually the winner of the Best Actor Award presents the Best Actress Award.
Yes.
And Casey bowed out, or they bowed him out.
Yes.
And James Franco...
It's nowhere to be found.
He got bowed out too.
Yes, he did.
Not him too. So, I mean, we're not trying to make light of that.
No,
but
not at all.
It certainly, did come in.
It is impacting.
And had an impact.
Without question.
But there were some good movies.
No doubt. Just not the high caliber that we expected. And like we said, a tease early in the year only leads to more disappointment when there's not a big payoff at the end of the year.
Yeah. Aside from the movies that are nominated, though, this might not be a fair question, but outside that, what was your favorite movie? What was your favorite movie that didn't get nominated?
I would say, I don't know if it was pure entertaining, whether it was a fantastic movie, but Molly's Game, I've really, really enjoyed. And I can see the look on your face. You did not.
I know the reason, and I had it down as was going to be in the Best Picture category. I thought it would be there. I thought Jessica Chastain would be there for Best Actress. I thought, I think Aaron Sorkin did get nominated for the screenplay. But it was Aaron Sorkin's directorial debut.
Wow.
And Aaron Sorkin, who wrote A Few Good Men, who
Right.
wrote The West Wing. I mean, he's just amazing. And I went into that movie thinking we're going to have those great dialogues between the walking dialogues. You know, he's
You didn't
famous.
like between the agent, her lawyer, and her. That didn't impress you.
That didn't impress me.
Wow, it did me, and it, growing up in the Northeast, where that stuff is real life and happens, I just found it fascinating. True story. I thought she was an amazing, dynamic character, and I thought the dialogue was there.
I didn't.
We might have to see it together.
I didn't get it. Okay, ask me what my biggest.
Do we want to already talk about it? Because man, folks,
I thought
you
we'd
just
get in there
don't
early.
understand. Jackie K. Cooper, my man, right here. This could be the. I've known you for a long time now, and this feels like the biggest snub of all time. Since
It was
I've
to
known
me.
you.
It was the biggest snub. The Greatest Showman was the biggest snub. Like,
It was the greatest movie of the year for you, and it didn't even make the list.
10 out of 10.
Not even close, right?
No.
What was your next closest?
Let me tell you what was the insulting thing about The Greatest Showman.
I can't wait.
Okay. Every year they send me screeners of all the big movies that are coming out between, say, November 1st and the end of the year to make sure that I get to see them and I get to vote on them with the broadcast film critics, the Southeastern film critics, and that I make my top 10 list. So, and they send you everything.
Right.
I mean, you get movies that you'd never consider for anything, but they send them. They did not send out The Greatest Showman.
Is that right?
They did not send out The Greatest
Wow.
Showman. I could not vote for it for
Shame on them.
for the Broadcast Film Critics Award. I could not vote for it for the Southeastern Film Critics. They did not send that movie out or the Star Wars movie out. Those were the two movies.
shocked by that. It's almost like they were
They
downgrading their own
they had
film.
no confidence in their
Yeah.
product.
Oh, what a shame.
And as we tape this, or do this show right now in the middle of February, Greatest Showman has been in the top 10 movies since the middle of December, which is unheard of for a movie. I mean, it's outlasted Star Wars, it's outlasted Maze Runner,
everything.
and,
everything. And it's still going strong.
And the ones nominated, those 9, they never hardly got into the top 10. They were, it was ridiculous. But anyway, we've got to talk about
each category. Let's talk about, what do you want to kick it off with? Supporting actor?
Yep.
All right.
Who we got on there?
All right, on the list we have Willem, not William, but Willem Dafoe from the Florida Project. We actually have 2 actors from the movie 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Woody Harrelson and Sam Rockwell. We have Richard Jenkins from The Shape of Water. And finally, which is very interesting, we talked politics has impacted Hollywood this year. Certainly the last nominee, Christopher Plummer, for All the Money in the World. And as most people know, if you don't know, originally his character was played by Kevin Spacey. And then when a lot of allegations came out against Kevin Spacey, they took him out of the film, reshot the scenes with
him out.
Christopher Plummer. I drove all the way down to Albany to see this because it did not come out locally. And in the trailer, we saw The Disaster Artist in Albany, but the trailer for All the Money in the World still had Kevin Spacey in it, which I didn't think they could actually do, but they certainly did. So the favorite, the one that's most likely to win, is Sam Rockwell. Tell me
Who
what
is
you
a
think.
good, solid actor. He's been around. He's paid his dues. Never gotten really acclaim for any role before. He's kind of just been there as a good, strong, supporting actor to the film. But this was his year. This was his role. But it is strange to me that he and Woody Harrelson are both nominated because that dilutes
the power
vote,
of one of the guys.
votes.
If you have 2 of them from the same movie.
But here we've got those 5 people, and who do you think doesn't belong in that list? If you had to pick one, the weakest.
I'll be honest with you. I have in every single category guys or girls that I wish were on the list, and that's the only list I think they got right. I actually think they banged that list perfectly. But I can just tell by your face that someone shouldn't be on that list.
It's
Tell
funny
me,
you
Jackie.
say that because I would have thought Ray Romano would have been there in place of some of these.
Okay, from the Big Sick.
And I could do without Woody. I didn't think he was that good in three Billboards.
We won't steal the... It's not a spoiler, but he's not in the movie as long as everybody else.
No, it's a very small part of the movie.
And I thought very impactful.
Also, Christopher Plummer, as good as he was, to me, he got the bluster of J. Paul Getty, but I don't know that so much acting talent was there, or it was the fact that they brought him in and he shot all his scenes in 5 days or whatever. And they said, wow, if he can do that, he must be a great actor.
The only thing I would say is, who, if not him?
Ray Romano.
Oh, Ray Romano. Then I could probably live with that.
But and the third one, you say it's such a strong category. Sorry, Kevin. Richard Jenkins did not impress me on The Shape of Water.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
How come? I thought he was just such a good friend to Sally Hawkins.
Oh, you're a good friend. Thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen. I'll now go over and wait for my next scene.
And now Michael Shannon would have to be considered
That's who I thought that
but wouldn't he be best actor?
I don't think so.
You don't? No. Then he should be in there.
No, he and...
Because he was good.
Doug Jones.
Who's Doug Jones?
The creature. Yeah. Come on.
I didn't know that's who played the creature.
You should have been on there.
Really?
Yeah. But Richard Jenkins, he was just a good friend, Hey, hello. To me, he and Octavia Spencer both were not. But
we'll save that for best supporting actress.
Yes. But let's go ahead and say, who do you want to win? Who do you think will win?
I think Sam Rockwell will win, no questions asked. But I'm a little partial to Willem Dafoe from the Florida Project. I can't really remember seeing a movie where he actually was a nice, kind-hearted guy who,
He played Christ in a movie, didn't he?
Which one?
What was it? It was the Last Temptation of Christ.
Oh, well, then there you go. He did play one other nice guy.
He never played a nice guy. He played Jesus Christ. My God.
Thank you for pointing that out. All right, so who do you think will win?
I think that Sam Rockwell's going to win. And
you're okay with that?
Yeah, I really am. I think he's probably but there is a backlash against his role. That people say that the character he plays is so racist, and
he's not a nice guy,
and that they attempt to redeem him at the end, and he's gotten a backlash against him. So, but I just think he's so far above everybody else, even Willem Dafoe, who is a good actor,
right?
But the Florida Project just got no buzz, none.
We'll talk about that.
So we're going to agree that Sam Rockwell's going to win. You kind of think maybe if he didn't, Willem should get it.
Yes.
I'd just say Sam.
Yeah, it's Rockwell's to win.
All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back and talk about supporting actress.